everybody, it is your girl Presh and I'm back with another video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you guys never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever with whoever so they know you rocks with your girl though. Shout out to my Twitter 6 subscribers. I love y'all. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. If you've been here before, what do you do, baby? Boo. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get to this video. Depending on the order of how these videos get put up, I have more content coming. I have content already up. Don't forget to check the description bar down below where you will find the links to my playlist of all my previous videos. This is a what you're watching video, first video of the new year, and I have no idea what episode this is. It's terrible, y'all. It's terrible. It's terrible. What was my last picture watching? Oh, the Vlogmas, but I didn't get them episodes. So we're gonna say this episode 9 of what you watching. So this is gonna be episode 9 of what you watching, and the rest of those what you watches was just like bonus videos, my vlogmas videos. So this is my review on the BestMan series from Peacock. What's it called? The final chapters, the 8-episode series. So what I will say is that I did enjoy the series. There were some things I thought that could have been better. As far as like the storylines go, like I felt like it was a lot of storylines we were introduced to in the series and they weren't like completed. Case in point, like I felt like for me personally, I just felt like with Harper's movie, not seeing him fight harder or like his battle with the movie people about being able to write. Like I know him and his agent talked about it, but I would have loved to have seen like a thing with him and like the executives of the movie, like really battling it out for his movie to be made. I felt like with I'm trying to think what else I felt like was incomplete. The storyline of introducing us to Ja, the guy that Robin had like a crush on. I felt like they started to go there with that story, but then because of the movie she was in, the Tyler Perry movie, A Family That Prays, I felt like they didn't want to cross that line, you know, have her cheat on another one of her husbands. But I felt like they should have went there. They should have definitely explored that storyline. Like it was a lot left to be desired with that. Jordan and Will, that fine chocolate dude from the beginning of the series, I felt like they should have had Jordan sleep with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he was spiritual, whatever the case may be, but he should have cracked Jordan's back. He definitely should have gave her some sexual chocolate. Okay? Missed opportunity. With what was Nicole Ari Barker's character name? Xena? Was it Xena? Xena Warrior Princess or the Unicorn? I don't know. Whatever her name was. I felt like we should have got her for 3 or so more episodes than we should have got her for 3 episodes instead of 2. That was just something I didn't like. Lance and Jasmine, I felt like we should have got more of their interaction. I felt like we should have got more of that. What else? Candace's storyline, I felt like they they were doing too much with her storyline to where even they realized they didn't know where they wanted to go with this. Like, we were literally stuck on like repeat in a Groundhog's Day with her her storyline. I think eventually they should have just had it to where it just didn't go her way. I felt like they didn't know what to do with her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they really didn't know what to do with her character. And it's probably because, you know, after the first movie, we didn't even think we was going to get the second one. And so then we have this series, and it's like, okay, what do we do with Candace? What do we do with the extra return educator? Like, what do we do with her? We make her obsessed with this holistic thing, and it was like, it was a lot. And I felt like somewhere in there, they realized, okay, what are we going to do? I felt like somewhere in there, they got lost in the sauce, and it became a whole shit show. Merch, I really loved Merch's story. I love the character development we got with Merch, that, you know, he stood up for himself, and, you know, he let Quentin know that he wasn't okay with how they saw him and how he was portrayed in Harper's movie based on the book. Like, he was weak and excuse me, that he was weak and soft, and that, you know, he didn't stand up for himself. And I like that he found something that helped him channel all of that anger that he'd been feeling, you know, for 20 plus years, of people feeling a certain type of way about him, like these inner thoughts that people thought he was soft and weak and less of a man. And I like that he, you know, checked Quentin about that. You know what I'm saying? Even though all that fever he had was really for Harper, but by association, I'm pretty sure Quentin probably felt that as well as Lance. As far as Lance's, I already talked about Lance, right? Oh, Lance's other storyline with LJ. I felt like there could have been more did with the whole LJ situation with them being a part of the LGBTQ plus community. I felt like the way they handled it was too with kid gloves. I felt like we could have went there, but I felt like they didn't want to make it too dark, so it didn't really go there. Jordan's storyline, I like the fact that we did get to see that eventually she realized that it ain't always about work and accomplishing goals. Baby girl, you gotta slow down and take care of you, or, you know, you're gonna die at this job. But I also like the fact that she set boundaries and told them people, y'all can take this job and kiss my black ass. And when they started playing Beyonce, you won't break my soul, I said, yes, Jordan. I definitely, girl, I felt you. I've been there. Okay? I've been there. Who else? Harper. Right? I'm gonna talk more about Harper. I feel like out of everybody, all of the characters, Harper didn't get a character development. It was like he was, it's like Harper tried to be considerate but never was really fully there. I felt like how can I put this? Harper was more considerate of like his friends' feelings, but like when it came to Robin, it was kind of like, eh. But with the two of them, they were in a relationship that had ran its course, and they were beating a dead horse. Because Robin knew from jump that Harper wanted to be with Jordan. And I felt like that was always like the unspoken thing in their marriage. Like the glue that literally kept their marriage together for as long as it did outside of their daughter was the fact that they never addressed the elephant in the room, which was Harper's feelings for Jordan. They addressed it that one time in the first movie. They really tiptoed around it in the second, but like they didn't really get into it like they should have. And I felt like that was one of the biggest downfall of Robin and Harper's marriage was they never really went there about the most important thing, his feelings for Jordan. So I feel like they really missed the mark with that. Them arguing at Shelby and Quentin's house, um, pure comedy. Shelby actually became like a better version of herself, if you will. Like surprising because like I hated Shelby in the first two movies. I couldn't stand her in the first one. I softened up to her in the second one, and like in the third part, I was like, not I'm rooting for Shelby. They got me rooting for Shelby, child. What else? Quentin's character, I live for that. Quentin and Shelby getting together, that was not something I saw happening. I did not see that happening at all. So when that happened at the beginning, I was like, are you serious? So yeah, like that was something I did not see happening. The two of them getting together. I do agree with a fellow YouTuber, Keisha from the Color Me Pink channel, when she said that, you know, Quentin not checking Shelby about not telling him the truth about their daughter was not really a Quentin thing, but I felt like because he had found peace and was centered, it made more sense. It made more sense for where his character was to let it slide because he was in a better place. And I feel like underlying thing was deep down inside he knew that was his daughter, even though Shelby had told him it wasn't. So I felt like that's why he didn't like go off about it. Out of all of the married couples outside of Lance and Mia, Candace and Julian has the best marriage. Like you know, you could tell that they really like respect each other. It was moments where, you know, Candace did talk to him a little sideways or whatever, but that last episode you really saw that like they were one. You know what I'm saying? Quentin and Shelby the same thing. Like you realize that they were one. And you could tell like versus Harper's and Robin's relationship that their relationship was literally on some surface level bullshit because they never talked about the thing that goes bump in the night. Harper's feelings for Jordan. Harper and Jordan semi hunching or making out. Listen, if y'all gonna give it to us, y'all need to give it to us. And I feel like they missed the mark in letting the audience see Harper and Jordan finally go there and have everybody else not know what's going on. I feel like they missed the mark with that. I feel like they always also missed the mark with Jordan and Robin really getting into it. Because I feel like when they were searching for LJ, like I feel like Robin, like I feel like that was when she was supposed to confront her, but they let it slide because it's like it's not about the petty BS between you sleeping with my husband or potentially sleeping with my husband and the fact that y'all have had these lingering feelings for each other for 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like Robin should have checked Jordan. And the fact that they had them build like this sort of kind of semi friendship and then for her to turn around and potentially have this situation with her husband, that's like, y'all should have really went there with them sleeping together, and then Robin checking her. um what else, Harper and Lance's friendship being surface level kid gloves. It ain't what it used to be because Lance ain't never truly forgave him. I feel like in this one we really could have had it to where Lance and Harper really had a conversation where Lance really could have forgave him. I feel like we could have had a very good character development, not only for Lance but for Harper, had they really been able to like talk about what happened, and Lance truly honestly forgiving his best friend. Um what else? I like seeing the kids, um, but they were more so background than anything. I mean, they were part of the story, but they weren't the whole thing. Quentin's daddy, I'm still mad at that man from when he played Greta Daddy on the Winslows, and he used to talk to Eddie Dirty. I still don't like that man. It's a damn shame. Family Matters ain't been on TV in damn near 30 years, and I'm still mad at that damn man. Um, what else? I think that's it. Like, other than the fact that we had a whole bunch of storylines that I feel like weren't complete. Um, Candace and her dissertation paper, her obsession with the weed, and like that was a lie. That we could have did without that. Oh, the Spivey investment group thing with Quentin potentially selling to some racists. Like, how come we didn't get to see that? Like, was the daddy right? Was those people racist? Like, why we didn't get the rest of that? Like, what happened with that? Like, I would have loved for Quentin to be in the middle of finalizing the deal, and then the daddy coming in with the information and the proof that shows that those people were actually racist. Like, that was another storyline that I felt like they just let go to the wayside. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? I saw a thing online that I wanted to touch on where people was like, Harper was the show's villain, but the real villain was Robin. Both of their asses was the villain, because they both knew that marriage was dead. Like, it was past resuscitation. Harper always wanted to be on a different playing field when it came to his career. Robin has always been this eccentric woman. We got that in the first movie, and I felt like they were never meant to be more than a situation. You know what I'm saying? It was never supposed to be what it was, but I felt like Robin said yes in a way to like one up Jordan, and I felt like that's how it was meant to be, like this game between the three of them. But in the end, the only person that lost was Lil Mia, that poor baby. But I do find it like messed up that Robin decided she wanted to move to Ghana. Like, we understand she became like more spiritual, but I do think it was messed up that she wanted to go to Ghana. I also find it messed up that Harper decided fuck his marriage and was gonna potentially hunch Jordan. Oh, another thing I wanted to touch on. Them hiring Brandon Dixon to play this Demetrius dude who was supposed to have Jordan like stuck on stupid and being dickmatized, baby. Who's supposed to believe that? Because not me. I have nothing against that actor, and I could tell they got him acting lessons, so his voice could be as deep as mine sound with this cold I got. But sir, you will always be Terry Silver to me. And when I first met you, you was sugar sweet, honey, sweet as pie. No ma'am. If y'all was gonna get anybody from the Power Universe to play somebody that's supposed to have a bitch stuck on stupid for the dick, why y'all didn't call Omari Hardwick? Why the fuck y'all didn't call Omari Hardwick? He would have been more believable if somebody have a bitch stuck on stupid when it comes to that dick. And potentially get into a fight with Harper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'd have been more believable with that rah-rah slick talk. Every time he was on my screen, I was very irritated and agitated. And I'm like, girl, why is Terry Silver here bothering my spirits? Girl, go on and get on my screen. But yeah, other than that, and and that wig that they had on Regina. Let me tell you something. That curly wig they had on her head was bothering every last fiber of my being. I believe that was a wig. I pray it was a wig. Because if that was that lady real hair, and y'all was letting her walk around looking like that, everybody need their motherfucking ass whipped. Everybody. Everybody. Also, can we talk about the fact that Sanaa Lathan looks like a young Felicia Rashad when she had her hair with the curly hair? She looked like a young Felicia Rashad. That's all I kept thinking. Every time I saw her, I'm like, yo, her and Felicia Rashad need to do a movie together as mother and daughter. Okay? Other than that, I give the show a 7.5 out of 10. The series, it was a limited series. I do feel like I do feel like the way they ended it could have been better. I feel like they could have ended it with us finally getting to see Candace and Julian renew their vows, because they kept talking about it. And I'm like, why didn't we get a vow renewal? You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd have been nice if we got that vow renewal. You know what I'm saying? We could have went back to the island where Shelby and got married, or we could have even went back to the hotel where they first met and got married there in the ballroom or some shit like that. Like, a full circle moment. Yeah, the writers, Malcolm D. Lee and them, they missed the mark with that. But yeah, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I do feel like it could have been better, but for me being a 90s kid who watched it when it first came out, I thoroughly enjoyed it though. It was things I didn't like, but I did enjoy it. I don't know if they will get a season 2, but if they do get a season 2, it's a lot of stuff y'all gotta work on. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, that's all. That's it. I mean, it's on Peacock. It's 8 episodes. We should have got more than 8 episodes, but hey, in order to make something a limited series, I think episodes gotta be less than 10. Yeah, because I think a full series order is 10 episodes. But yeah, y'all, that is all. That is it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever with whoever so they know you rocks with your girl, though. I'm Presh. This is What You're Watching. Yes. Episode 9, The Best Man, the final chapters. All right, y'all. Happy New Year.